Okay, if you're here for another fun video about Teen Wolf characters, you're gonna be disappointed. I'm Paul Ray, and this is a Teen Wolf news update about a possible future for the show. With all the fake Season 7 news getting so much play, I hesitate to do this, but there has been a new development, and I did promise to keep you updated. First, don't get too excited, but there is some news out this week that could, I stress could, mean a major change for the future of the Teen Wolf universe we all love. MGM Studios is potentially for sale, which means the rights to the Teen Wolf universe could be sold to a new company soon. According to the Wall Street Journal, the studio and its catalog of thousands of movies and popular television shows is likely to be worth more than $5 billion and is a tempting target for any one of the new and emerging streaming platforms. That's it. That's the only real news. MGM is exploring a sale of all its intellectual property, including Teen Wolf. Thus endeth the actual news portion of this video. Okay, if you're still around, what follows in the rest of this video is pure speculation on my part. It's a best-case scenario for Teen Wolf fans eager for a Season 7 or some other show set in the current Jeff Davis Teen Wolf universe. This sale could be great news for Teen Wolf fans and could lead directly to a new season of our show, but only if Viacom CBS steps up and buys MGM. If any other company gets it, we're right back to where we are now, with the rights to make the show split between multiple parties, each with a different agenda. To quickly recap the history of the ownership of the show, MGM, MTV, and the company Jeff Davis is part of split the rights to our Teen Wolf because they all had a hand in developing it. MGM owns the original movie, Jeff Davis came up with new original characters and mythology, and MTV owns all the broadcast rights. Now, MGM and Jeff Davis have been talking about doing a Teen Wolf reboot, but that would have to be a total reboot because MTV and their parent company, Viacom CBS, don't want to be involved in Teen Wolf unless they own all the rights to the show. So MGM and Jeff are left with the original 1980s source material if they want to reboot something. They can't use anything from the current show, which means no Beacon Hills, no Hales, no Styles, nothing of the characters and mythology that Jeff created. So MGM is now for sale, and if what I'm told is true, that the only thing holding Viacom CBS back from more Teen Wolf is that they don't own the whole property outright, they now have an opportunity to own the Teen Wolf property outright. Now, I can almost guarantee that nobody in the industry is thinking about Teen Wolf when they talk about the sale of MGM. It's just one of more than 4,000 movies that the studio owns. I mean, the headline over there is definitely James Bond, but they own the Rocky movies and the recent sequels featuring Apollo Creed's son, as well as the film series RoboCop, Legally Blonde, Stargate, and dozens of other titles you've heard of. Teen Wolf isn't even their most valuable TV product. They have Handmaid's Tale and Fargo and a bunch of reality TV too. So nobody looking to buy MGM is thinking, oh, let's buy Teen Wolf. The company is an attractive target for streaming services looking to boost their library of existing movies and possible franchises that could be developed into ongoing series in the never-ending churn for original streaming programming. But wait a minute, Paul, if no one's thinking about Teen Wolf in the sale, why are you wasting our time with all this? I am so glad you asked. Guess who is ramping up their own brand spanking new streaming service in 2021? MTV parent company Viacom CBS. They're launching Paramount Plus in an effort to compete with Disney and Netflix and Peacock and Amazon and the rest. Paramount Plus will start out streaming all the stuff they already own outright from their various networks, including Nickelodeon, Comedy Central, MTV, BET, Showtime, CBS, and many more. Paramount Plus gets its name from the Paramount Movie Studios, which is also wholly owned by Viacom CBS. In total, they plan to have about 6,000 movies and episodes combined when the service launches. For comparison, Disney Plus launched with 8,000 movies and TV episodes. Both of those pale in comparison to Netflix, which offers U.S. viewers 47,000 episodes of television and 4,000 movie titles. So Paramount Plus is positioned to compete. But imagine how much better they'd be positioned if they owned all that MGM stuff. The James Bond franchise is worth $1 billion all by itself. There are some in the industry who say MGM isn't really willing to sell and they're just talking about it now so they can boost their value in difficult times. But it could happen. And if it happens just right, we might get Teen Wolf back. Under my most favorable, but by no means certain scenario, Viacom CBS buys MGM and relaunches Teen Wolf within the existing universe on Paramount Plus. It might not be a season 7. They might go the Fargo route and tell a different story in a different era each season. How about a full-period drama set while the Beast of Gévaudan was terrorizing France and Marie Jeanne was hunting him? We could have a Hale family drama set in the mid-'80s with Baby Derek and Tyler Hoechlin guest starring as an uncle. I'm still pitching my 1970s themed Teen Wolf with young Gerard and Alexander Argent hunting monsters in the streets and discos of San Francisco. We could even have a Teen Wolf family comedy. If they're available, we could see Lydia and Stiles with their kids investigating supernatural crimes while balancing careers and family. I could literally do this all day because there are literally thousands of stories still to be told in the Jeff Davis Teen Wolf universe. Now, with MGM up for sale and MTV's parent company in the market for streaming content, there is a chance. It is admittedly a very, very thin chance, but it is a chance nonetheless. Now for the bad news. While Viacom CBS buying MGM would be smart for them to do, it is a long shot. I'm doubtful it will actually happen, mainly because Viacom has not made one single smart move in more than a decade. They did every dumb thing you can imagine during the rise of digital platforms and cord cutting. The only reason Viacom is still a viable company is because their top investor forced a takeover of CBS, which was a far more successful company. No, the management at Viacom has been willfully blind when it comes to the true potential of their current IP and future development in the streaming wars. As a result, they're coming to the field late, and smaller streamers like Apple and NBC's Peacock have already passed them. If one of them gets a hold of the MGM library, they could relegate Viacom's Paramount Plus to second-tier status permanently. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching me ramble. I'll keep you updated if anything else comes of all this. In the meantime, if you feel like it, you can join nearly 12,000 fellow Teen Wolf fans who have so far subscribed to my channel. Also hit the bell and you'll be notified when I upload new content.